So it's week one. Honestly, I had one of the best days today that I've had in a very long time. I was just really present and intentional, productive. I just feel good. And I've been getting up at a good time lately, but even earlier today, went to the gym, got that out of the way before I started my day. Was really productive with my work. I just wrote a LinkedIn post, which I haven't done in I don't know how long. Will anyone read it? Maybe. But I had fun. Again, it's so funny how quickly things shift when you start reading this book. I swear it's magic. I mean, my partner and I were at the gym on Monday, and this girl, she asked me how the machine worked, and it was nice. Even though I literally exercise every single day, I feel like the last couple years I've been on a little bit of an autopilot in the gym and my workouts, and just kind of like doing the bare minimum, getting my heart rate up, sweating, lifting the weights, and getting the fuck out. Not really pushing myself. I'm not really like, I'm just there to get a little endorphin action and, get on my way. Because that's like, for me, I have to exercise to feel like myself, honestly. But there was a brief moment in time where I was a personal trainer back in the day, even though I don't at all want to do that. This was a really nice moment to just be able to like help this girl and realize, oh yeah, I actually do know stuff. Like, I do know something about this. It actually made me realize how much I'm identifying as like a slob doing the bare minimum when I'm actually not a slob doing the bare minimum, and I should not identify that way. So that was cool. And I just knew, like, when she asked me for help, I was like, this is because of the artist way. And then my partner was engaged in a conversation with this yogi man who I've seen looking like a pretzel there before. And I was like, again, artist way, I know it because he's doing the artist way as well. We have quite a little group going. It's really fun. When I joined the conversation, the guy was like, what do you guys do, And I looked at my partner. It was his conversation, that I came into, so I was kind of letting him take the reins. I am now at a point where I feel good about my job, my day job. It's a day job, but I feel good about it. And this is the first time in my life that I've actually felt good about, I've been doing this for like the past 2 years or so, and I feel good about saying that, not like I need to follow it up with some explanation afterwards or whatever. But I know my partner is not in that boat right now. He's working at Amazon as a driver, and he gets paid pretty well actually, but he absolutely hates it. I mean, he sprained his ankle. He's been exposed to a very disgusting side of our culture, consumerism, corporate greed, just all of the above. And so when the guy Tommy asked, what do you guys do, I just looked at Isaiah and I was immediately thinking like all of that, just how the brain works. Like in 2 seconds that all came through. And then he just said to him, like, we're artists, we're all around creative, whatever, something like that. And then that night he got a call from his job and got fired. This is the kind of shifts that happen when you start this book. It's not a cause for concern or stress. It's like obviously an incredible blessing. He hated this fucking job. It was awful. He wanted to quit, but it didn't seem like it was gonna happen that quick. The Band-Aid was ripped off. He never has to do it again. He never has to go back to that nasty ass job. So he literally said that day, what do you do? I'm an artist. And then he gets fired from the job he hates. Anyway, that shift was so incredible and insane to me. So I wanted to share that. At the thrift store, I only spent like $11. I actually found some dishware that I really like and a vintage messenger bag from a brand that I've never heard of, but I guess is a well-known thing. It fits my word processor, which is something that I wanted, so that's cool. And I got it for $1. It was tagged as $2, rang up as $1, and these bags go for much more online, so I feel really good about that. I've been wanting to get a bag for my word processor since I got it, so that's exciting. And I totally forgot that the most exciting thing that happened during this week one, I talked a lot about things shifting, and this week it was just so rewarding to have like the best week that I've had in a really long time. and I know it's because of this book, you know? I love you too. The most crazy, amazing thing that happened was this mama and daddy bird chose our windowsill to make a nest. Next thing we know, there's an egg in it. And the next thing we know, there's another egg in it. Ebony right here, she didn't give a single fuck. Edgar, however, his animal instincts kicked in. We're gonna be kind and welcome them into our home. Okay. Yeah. They're gonna have babies. So we need to give them some space. So that was a little bit of a challenge for a moment of just being like, okay, what can we do? We had to install some blinds on that window for now. And then Isaiah still had to put a book to block the bird, but she is so precious and so cute. That's such a blessing, and it's such, I don't know what to call it, manifestation. Like there's so many things you could, just of creativity being everywhere. And that is the ultimate form of creation. Like first of all, it's just like feels beautiful that these birds trust us and like chose our home, and we get to bear witness their creation of life, creativity to the highest degree, and we welcome that. It was a really, really lovely week, and I'm really looking forward to week 2 and challenging myself even more. Like my next artist date, I want to make it really interesting and something that I wouldn't normally do, but either way, it was just nice to have a fun day, and I totally wouldn't have done that otherwise. I would have been in my routine, and you know, so anywho, good stuff. One of the tasks Julia gave us for week 1 is to work with blurts, like these negative thoughts that come into our brain, and counteracting them with positive affirmations. A blurt that I kept getting for this week's video that I really had to force myself to sit down and do is just how stupid it is, and you know, nobody's gonna watch it. The people that are meant to enjoy it will enjoy it, but also it's not stupid. Like this is fun, and one day I may look back at these 12 videos and enjoy the journey that I was on. And even if not that, like I feel like I'm gonna get something out of just this consistent creative practice. Not every video has to be a banger, but it's also likely not as bad as I'm imagining. With that said, I do want to kind of do a little rapid fire, go over my notes, the notes I took while reading week 1 of The Artist's Way. Shadow artists often choose shadow careers parallel to the desired art, like a fiction writer in advertising, where they can use their gift without taking the plunge into their dreamed of career. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm actually a writer in the marketing world for my day job. It's funny because really nothing is more or less practical or possible or realistic than anything else, but for some reason when it comes to our dreams, it's like this other thing could be more realistic, more attainable than what we actually want, when that's actually not the case, but that's how it feels. And so when Julia said that, I felt called out, and I was like, yeah, that's me. I am a writer working in, another path that is like close enough, but not quite there. Okay, next one. Very often, audacity, not talent, equals an artist. Audacity over talent, so true. We all get so caught up in good and talented and skilled and but it's like talent is subjective, good is not really a thing. It's a subjective. You either are doing it or you're not. You either got the audacity to make shit and put it out there and be your authentic self and live your life, or you don't. Audacity trumps talent any day. We've been taught to believe negative is realistic and positive is unrealistic. Yeah. No big deal. We just gotta unlearn it and work for the other. It's like when she was talking about those negative blurts in our head, it's like, why do we entertain so much of that? She also had said something in the book, I don't think I wrote a note about it, but I remember it, like if we were half as good at speaking positively to ourselves as we are speaking negative, then we would be a whole heck of a lot better than we are. And it's very true. For a shadow artist, life may be a discontented experience filled with a sense of missed purpose and unfulfilled promises. They want to write/paint/dance, but are afraid to take themselves seriously. It's so annoying to be like, I want to be creative. Just do it. Like, literally nothing is stopping you. You don't need permission. You don't need to figure out XYZ. Like, just do it right here, right now. Nurture your artist child. Creativity is play, but for shadow artists, learning to play is hard work. Yeah. I am so hard on myself and what I want to do that it's like I just miss the whole point. That's having fun, you know? And I'm getting better at it. Learning to let yourself create is like learning to walk. The artist child must begin by crawling. Baby steps, y'all. Progress, not perfection. That's why, you know, even writing 15 minutes a day, sketching one little thing, singing a song that you love, anything that will get you somewhere when you're recovering as an artist and creative from being blocked to unblocked, anything is better than nothing. To recover as an artist, you must be willing to be bad, a beginner. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard because you don't want to be bad. You just want to be good, but you're never going to be good if you don't allow yourself to be bad and fall down, get back up, make mistakes, correct them. That's part of the process, and that's how you get better. That's the journey. I wrote page 30. Let me see what's on page 30. I must have highlighted it. Remember that in order to recover as an artist, you must be willing to be a bad artist. Give yourself permission to be a beginner. By being willing to be a bad artist, you have a chance to be an artist, and perhaps over time a very good one. When I make this point in teaching, I am met by instant defensive hostility. But do you know how old I will be by the time I learn to really play the piano/act or write a decent play? Yes, the same age you will be if you don't. So let's start. I love that. Because we get so caught up in like, oh, I'm wanting to be in this finish line. It's like, you're never going to get there if you don't just start right now. And this idea that like, oh, it's gonna take so long. It's like, yeah, but you're gonna, God willing, be there regardless. And you're gonna be at that point in time either with the thing created that you wanted to make or with nothing still. So you might as well just start now. Oh, the last note I took was sideline critiques. We're all really good at critiquing from the sidelines and being like, oh, I think she could have done this better. He doesn't really do it for me. We're all really good at critiquing, but do you have the audacity to put yourself out there? That's the question.